Just one more squiggle. I waited almost 3/4 of an hour. He comes out eventually. I said to the manager, I said, look, if you want to get to know your clients, you'll enjoy this, Rhonda.
No time.
Thanks, Patrick.
The Chifley Highway upgrade.
Central Queensland?
What's going on up there?
I don't know.
It's a road. You're supposed to know.
It's not technically one of our roads.
It began as a state project and then there was federal...
Spare me the origin story. I need to plan a launch. God knows we could use some good news right now. A brand new highway.
It's really just a bypass.
Finished on time.
18 months late.
On budget.
Not exactly.
What are you contributing at the moment?
Facts.
Lift. I've got 3 ministers and a premier falling over each other to cut the ribbon on this thing.
Should we grab Tony?
We don't need 2 disasters in a week. What's the hold-up?
I don't know.
Then let's sort it out.
Didn't want to take the van, so we just booked an Airbnb.
Oh, nice.
It was a couple of days, did a bit of bushwalking, local wineries.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Actually, a funny thing happened on one of our bushwalks.
Oh, you've told me the story, Patrick.
No, different walk.
Oh, right, yeah. Actually, I've got a whole bunch on, so I better get back to the office.
Sure.
Yep.
She's pointing at the creek. Anyway, long story short, I say it's not a platypus, it's a duck.
Oh!
No, that's not the funny bit.
Isn't it?
No. On the trail back,
Yeah,
we decided
sorry,
to...
I'm gonna have to jump on this, Patrick.
Oh, no
Yeah,
worries.
yeah.
Finish it later?
Love to hear it. Yeah.
Did they hang up?
Who?
Your phone call?
No.
This doesn't make sense. Road surfacing works were completed months ago.
Construction compliance certificates are all here.
Contractors?
Signed off.
This is interesting. Have you ever heard of Sir Stamford Wessels?
No. Did you ever go at Tony?
A little-known 19th century pastoralist from the Queensland Central Plains.
And what's that got to do with the bypass?
According to the Regional Roads website, he's been flagged by the NTSRG.
Right.
Do you know who that is?
National... You might have to help me with the rest.
National Tourism Signage Reference Group.
Group. I was going to say group.
They've blocked approval of the road pending further information.
And what's that mean?
No idea. It's one way to find out.
Yeah. How?
Ring them.
Got it. Yeah. Sure.
Great.
It's our job to assess road signage for accuracy, relevance, cultural suitability.
And how is that sign a problem?
Well, it's not the sign per se, it's what it points to.
What does it point to?
A statue, about 500 metres off your new bypass. This gentleman. Do you know who that is?
Damien Oliver?
Sir Stamford Wessels?
Indeed.
We'd never really heard of him.
Nor had we until recently. Local pioneer, apparently. Pastoralist. A few places are named after him. Bridge, couple of roads.
So how is that sign pointing to that statue a problem?
It may not be, but our heritage team are struggling to find all that much information on Sir Stamford. He's somewhat of an elusive character.
Does that matter?
Before we can give permission for the road sign, we have to be assured that he is, or was, a fit and proper person. Imagine if we were to discover anything problematic.
Like some old tweets.
It would reflect very badly on this organisation, hence our caution.
But that caution is currently holding up the opening of a $270 million bypass.
I heard 290.
It blew out.
Ash.
Sorry.
As you can see, it's all rather...
Problematic.
Indeed.
Who is he?
Sir Stamford Wessels.
And his faithful horse.
You're telling me some dead explorer and his horse are holding up a national highway?
He was sort of a local legend.
Well, right now he's a roadblock. Get a bulldozer.
The signage people are just trying to find a little more information about him.
We're running background checks on a statue?
It's problematic.
I don't care what it is. I need you to sort it out now.
Anyway, long story short, he says that it couldn't be repaired. I said, well, that's interesting,
Tony,
isn't it?
Jim's
Because
on the line.
Oh, what's he want?
He's on the line.
Well, he wants something, yes.
Oh, I'll come back later.
Okay, great.
Nat, I didn't finish that story about little Hannah.
Didn't you?
No.
That's in here? You're right. Looks interesting.
We really appreciate your time, Professor.
Not at all. So you want to know about our old friend Sir Stamford?
Yes, and you've been recommended as an expert?
Oh, he's something of a pet project.
What sort of man was he?
Well, not an easy man to research, limited correspondence, but he and his famous stallion were much loved throughout the district. He was very supportive of the communities as they grew along his trading routes, financing new schools and churches.
So he sounds like a decent sort of person.
I'll text Rhonda.
Well, that's on the plus side.
Maybe.
These drunken spells would often last for days on end. But eventually he'd return to town and sober up.
Okay, so he was an alcoholic.
He certainly had a fondness for rum.
Violent?
No evidence of that. And in 1864, he stopped drinking altogether.
Took the pledge.
No, went to jail. 2 years.
For?
Fraud.
Phew.
Accusations of irregularities in some of his business dealings.
So again, nothing violent.
No, he really did appear to be a gentleman, quite gregarious even. He treated his workers with great respect and affection, even married his housekeeper.
That's a plus.
She was 16,
But back then,
still young.
just finally, and this is an important one, what about his dealings with the local First Nations people?
Ah,
Yes, we're obviously very sensitive to any sort of ill treatment.
well, you can relax there. By the standards of his time, Sir Stamford took great interest in the Indigenous population.
Well, that's a relief.
I'll text Rhonda.
In fact, he collected hundreds of their artefacts. Most are now in London.
But back then,
Still a lot.
Artefacts.
on top of that, there's the drinking, the child bride.
It's problematic.
I'll tell you what's problematic. The Minister and the Premier showing up to an official ribbon cutting only to find themselves in the middle of some cultural shit fight.
So what do we do?
I told you, fix it.
Rhonda, I've been
No
meaning to...
time, Patrick.
Oh, fair enough. Busy lady.
I've got an idea. What if we just don't put the sign up? Then there would be no connection between our bypass and the statue.
That could work, as long as the mayor's okay with it.
One way to find out.
Right.
Give
I'll
him
give
a
him
call. Right. Yeah. Oh, actually, I've got to go, Patrick. Yeah, No, I'd never try and guess the ending. Yep. Tell me later. Fantastic.
Okay, bit of a problem. The mayor.
Oh, yeah?
I told him we're thinking of removing the monument sign.
What do you say?
Shall I skip the rude words?
Sure.
No.
What?
You and your Canberra bureaucrats can shove your big city
I get it.
proposal
I
up.
get it.
He said it would be an insult to the town. They all seem to love him.
A lecherous, racist drunk.
You talking about the mayor?
Sir Stamford.
Well, it gets worse. Turns out Sir Stamford also fought in the Boer War. Even his horse received a medal.
So now we're taking on the RSL.
I think I might let you ring Rhonda. Might be best.
Could we reroute the bypass?
Bypass a bypass.
What if we put a screen up around the statue?
Oh, are we now trying to put the horse down?
Ash might be onto something.
Am I?
Why don't we do what they've done with statues of Captain Cook in Sydney?
Chuck red paint on them.
Put up a plaque,
Oh.
a context marker, acknowledging that certain behaviours, whilst acceptable at the time, do not meet modern standards, blah, blah, blah.
So we keep the statue and the sign.
Do I have to call the mayor again? I spoke to the mayor, asked if it was okay to put up a plaque.
What do you say?
Shall I skip the rude words?
Yes.
Sure.
He's happy to do it.
But as long as the statue and the sign stay up, he doesn't mind. He knows what it's like to deal with inner city latte sipping vegan greenies.
I don't think he'll be speaking at the opening.
Maybe not.
Good news. At the time of his being, and we acknowledge that the actions of the person depicted here do not conform to modern standards.
Well, that sounds like a reasonable resolution.
We're getting the plaque made up now.
Yes. Can we just double check the spelling? Sir Stamford Wessels.
That's double S, double L.
Great.
And his horse ends in IE.
Sorry?
I'll text Rhonda.